Hello guys, this is Deathdealer and welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft. The first episode was received very well, so we're back at it again and we're going to be continuing, the series. So, as you can see, I have been very busy. I've done a hell of a lot of work off camera, as you can see by this soaring tower of grout and all of these Hermitron boxes. That's right, I've been out gathering Hermitrons. Pretty good. I'm also using these as a kind of portable storage system because today we're going to be moving to our base location. This was only for the first episode here, and we'll be setting up a few things. So, as you can see, I've been filling up the Hermitrons with certain different things. Now, some of you may be wondering, what is a Hermitron? Well, a Hermitron is basically a kind of collection game similar to Magic, I think you call it, and Minecraft, and you've got all these different variants and tribes, and you have to try and collect everything from the tribe, and it's pretty simple. So, there's only the alpha version of it currently until Rendog, who is the creator of the Hermitrons, until he brings out the beta or bravo version of it, whatever he wants to call it. So there is certain things you need to collect. So the A stands for the version, the number is for the tribe, and the letter at the end is for the rarity. So we have uncommon, common, rare, and what is the other one? Mythic. So you need to collect two mythics. One mythic, two rares, and I think it's three uncommons and three commons. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. So I've been away collecting a bunch of these. We're not going to be taking a look at them today though. We're going to be doing a bunch of other things. I've also been doing a lot of mining. So as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff. I even have some cobalt. Now I got that from a roguelike dungeon, which we'll be checking at the end of this episode because I left a lot of resources over there. Now if we go into our map right here, the roguelike dungeon is right there, that is it. So that's where we'll be headed. But our base is going to be here. Yes, it's going to be on a mountain. Because, I've done a lot of exploration when I've been off camera, and I found this mountain and I was like, you know what, that looks cool, so let's go on over there. Also, this armour I'm wearing, this is the furnace helmet and chest plate. Basically, when you wear this, you need to be wearing two pieces of armour for it to work. Well, two pieces of this type of armour work anyway. If you were to mine something and it could be smelted in the furnace, it will automatically smelt it. So let's use vein miner and mine up this grout, and it should turn into sealed bricks. There we go. And that will do us for our smeltry. So I'm going to grab all this stuff. As you can see, that's my hole there where I've been doing a lot of mining. And we're going to move all this stuff over to the base location and we'll start on what we're going to be doing this episode. Okay guys, so I have picked out a location on the side of this mountain, and the old base is, it's over that way, about 400 blocks or so. Oh, these HUD things are so helpful. But yeah, this is a location that was looking pretty sweet. I really like these trees, they're very nice. But yeah, I've set up everything, I've got a basic Tinker's setup going as well, and let's get started work on the Smeltry. Now, I'd like to talk about, as you can see, I was going to talk about my tools, but I looked in chests and I said last episode about opening loot bags. Now we have a lot more loot bags than we did last time, but you know what? We're going to be opening them at the end of the episode once we have a better storage situation sorted out. So, let's get started work on building this thing. So what we need is, we need a Smeltry controller thing, we need a tank, there we go, we're going to need two faucets, you're going to need two drains, there we go, a basin, and a table, and that will be it for the setup, and then the rest of it can be, ooh, I thought we had a lot more. Well, we'll have more grout lying around, I believe. Or well, we'll have the stuff to make more grout. Yeah, you see? In fact, no, I'll worry about this first. So what we need is, I need some blocks to, you know what, we'll use the grout to, to use, well, I'm struggling for words, my apologies. Right. So what we'll do is, I think we'll set up here, like this. Yeah, that should work. And then obviously what we'll do here is we'll put the smelter drains in like this, because you can still pull things out even though, well, oh, it does come up on the side now. Strange, it didn't used to do that. Also forgot to say that we actually went and checked out one of those slime islands and got the slingshot and also the slimy boots. And it's nighttime once again. Just so that we can, well, get around the world a little bit easier, because, well, you know what it's like. Now, I can go a few thousand blocks in a matter of minutes, whereas before it took like maybe 10 or 20 minutes of walking. So this setup is a bit better. Okay, right, so I'm going to need to make, well, of course I'm going to need to make some more of the sealed bricks, but we won't worry about that for the moment. Place you. We'll place the faucets in. Excellent. We'll put the casting thing here and the table there. We'll now place everything else. So smelter control of that side, sealed tank, and finally, there we go. We have an operational smeltery. Now what I need to do is I need to go and take all of the temporary things out, which we don't have a shovel to do. This would have been so much easier with a shovel. Yeah. You know, having, what do you call it, vein miner? I don't even understand how I didn't even remember what that was called last episode. Yeah, it's so much easier having it in the pack just for like cutting down trees or mining and stuff. Now, as I said earlier, I know I have some cobalt lying around in there, but we will not be making cobalt tools in the second episode because, well, I maybe want to use that for other things pretty soon. So we're going to be making a tool that's going to be made of ardite. Because, well, ardite can mine, well, let's just see, shall we? I believe it can mine what's cobalt mining level. Please say I'm right. I believe I am. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Yeah, cobalt mining level. And, well, yeah, that's what I have to do is for now. I don't really need anything else. I think we have like one manual ingot as well. But as I said, we're not going to worry about that. So to make ardite, we need some obsidian, some iron, and, well, I think that's how you make it. So ardite. It is... No, not ardite, sorry. Alamite. There we go, that's what I mean. Yeah, minor level cobalt. So alamite, that's what I wanted to make. Oh, I'm silly. Right, so we need iron, aluminium, or aluminum. But it's aluminium for us British people. And obsidian. So I have all of these things in bulk already. So let me check what place did I put them. So aluminium, iron, and plenty of obsidian, because we're going to need obsidian to make reinforcement plate things, which will be, well, it's a modifier for the Tinker's tools which make them unbreakable, which we will be making this pick unbreakable. Oh yeah, also a very rare thing I collected, some Scalda. So we're going to be using that as our main power source quite possibly at one point in the future, if I can get enough of it. Let me know what you guys think of that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get, what was that noise? I'm going to get started on smelting up this ardite, and I'll come back when I've made a bit of progress in the production of the tools. So yeah, I'll see you in a moment. Okay guys, so we got all that done. I had to go and collect a bunch of lava, so we have 128 buckets inside this iron drum. And well, yeah, I've done all that stuff. So now I have, what is this? An alumite pick. Now I used a alumite pickaxe head and a tool rod, and for the binding I used paper, just to give us some extra modifiers. I've also made up the reinforcement modifier, which you can see here. It's just obsidian and a cast of sorts. Now, basically what this does is each of these reinforcement modifiers adds 20% unbreakingness, I would say, to it. That's probably the best way to put it. Hold on, we'll just check it out. So, yeah, 20% reinforce, which would give it, I don't know how it works. So 5 of these will make it completely unbreakable. So if we do this, 40%, 60%, 80%, and now it is unbreakable, as you can see here. So now what we need to do is, if we find somewhere to mine, not that I want to get this area nice and pretty. So if we say we'll, oh, I don't know, let us go flying. Oh, nice lavender fields, I believe this is. Yeah, let this biome is nice and pretty. Okay, so if I go underground, oh wait, is this a cave? No. Okay, I would try and find a cave, but we could just go underground and see what happens, I guess. Maybe. Nah, you know what, we'll go underground. Flower child. Okay. And since I don't need that now, if I do that, it's unbreaking, and you see it levels up pretty fast. And it uncovers a large area, so you could continue going without any issue. It will cause a lot of lag. And I've already broken all my furnace stuff. But this is a good way to mine. Oh, I'm hungry. Of course. I didn't even realise that there. But yeah, that is pretty good. That is a good way to mine. Now, I believe this park has flat bedrock. So if you go down to that area, and then, no, I don't want to place you. And then just start doing this, then you're good. Now, as you can see, doing this, yeah, it levels up pretty quick, and we get plenty of modifiers from it. We're back up to 5, and we had 6 originally, and we used 5. So we can add speed, or we'll upgrade it with speed using redstone or lapis to make it, well, have fortune or something. But as you can see, our inventory is filling up pretty quick, and this is not good to cut it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something with chests. Now, instead of going with the typical iron chests or drawers or whatever, we're going to take a look at a mod that I haven't used before. Colossal chests. Now, you can make a chest of whatever size you wish, and we need to do this. So all it involves is a log and then surrounding wood, and that gives you 2 of the chest walls, and you need a whole bunch of these. And you also need the colossal chest core, which is that. So let us head back to base, and the hole was right there. Perfect. And yeah, I need to set a waypoint for it. It may be a good idea. Oh, this slime sling thing is like so useful. It's unbelievable. I've been finding a lot of chance cubes as well, which, well, they haven't actually been too good. I've been getting a lot of like hazardous ones, and the ones I have been getting are boring, like the ones that give you like iron tools and armor and stuff. But when I I quickly took a look around that roguelike dungeon, and in one of my Hermitron booster packs, and let's find it. Now what one is it? Here, 2 icosahedrons from the chance cubes thing. Now, those can, well, we might destroy our world or our base with those, so we'll keep them for another time. We'll wait until we're into the nether. We can get into the nether right now if we really wanted to, and we would do it all above bedrock. But, as I was saying about the colossal chest, so if I just get rid of this, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just pressing shift and then Q to drop all that. Where did I put all that wood? So yeah, I found a redwood forest and cut down a large portion of it. And let's see, I don't even know how much we'll need. So this will do, I guess. In fact, that was actually a pretty half decent amount, I think. Okay, and we need one of these. A colossal chest core, because you can connect pipes to it and it automatically pumps things in. And we could use a bit more, so we'll just connect up. That is in the wrong spot. Oh, come on. And there we go. And we'll do that much. Okay, right, so let's get around to placing all this down. So, we're going to make a 5x5 huge chest, or colossal chest if you want to be like that. So, what we're going to do is, this will be moved pretty soon because we're going to be making this area all nice. So, let's say we put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it'll be right up against the Smeltry, and 2, 3, 4, 5. So you don't fill in the centre of it, you just fill in the outer walls, which is good. So we'll have a 3x3 area in the middle where there is absolutely nothing. Oh, I don't even need to shift for that. Why am I doing that? I don't need to place anything in here. Now, with the way this works, if we shift right click on the chest core, once this is complete, it'll act like a, what you call it, an ender chest. So everything that goes into your inventory, you can like store in it, will automatically be pulled out, which is pretty handy. That's why I'm actually making this 3. We need a lot more wood. Well, a lot more of these actually. So crafting recipes. Yeah, I don't know if there is this in this pack, but I just hope there is some like automatic crafting method. It would make this, well, a lot better. And that should do us, I think. So we'll just use the last of this. Like that. And okay, right, that'll work. And we need to sleep again. Wow, the night comes in, like, I don't know why, but I can just get playing and that time just flies by. And we're already 20 minutes into this episode. Yeah, I hope you like how I'm going for 30-minute episodes instead of the typical 15 to 20. I can fit a lot more, well, in to, well, the episodes that way, I've found. So, yeah. Let me know down below if you are enjoying. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because, well, you never know, there may be something else in the channel that you actually quite like and you haven't discovered yet. Okay, we're nearly done, so let's just place all of this in. I'm getting some very strange lag spikes. I don't know why. Oh, that's not good. I thought my game had crashed there for a moment. Oh, look, see? It's a multi-block structure, so it turned into one of these. And with the way I've placed this, you can see here, so if I just right click that, just look at all that space. 5 pages worth. And if I shift right click, you can see linked inventory. So if I Let's see, do I have anything in our inventory? If I break this piece of dirt, oh, I need to actually mine it with my pickaxe, don't I? Why is that not working? Okay, so linked inventory art and dimension 0, let's do it again. And then if I, you know, that's meant to automatically pull it out. Is that a bug? I don't know. But yeah, we can do that stuff. All I need to do with the end hand. No? Maybe? That's very strange. Because it only seems to work with Tinker's tool. Pretty odd. Anyways, I want to now open all of my loot bags. Now we're going to start with the rails and we'll work our way down. We're going to leave the isocahedrons for now, as I said. So we want to empty our inventory, so we're going to do all of that. So place all of this junk in here and it can stay there for now. So, right, let's take a look through. Take all the rail loot bags out, and it just means I'll be able to free up storage, so when I go and collect all the stuff from that roguelike dungeon off camera, I can actually do it in one haul. Okay, right, so let's open up a saddle. Okay, oh, I like that. Wading boots, okay, iron, that is a lot of junk. Oh, that is a bit better. Let's see what we get. Something good, hopefully. Common provides resistance 1. That will work. Oh yeah, I got one of these band of manas from something. I can't remember what. I think it was maybe in like a chest I found. Yeah, let's drop all the stuff we don't like. So records, I don't really use those. Saddles, that. We'll keep the rest of it. And stuff is popping up on my screen as usual. Another one. Okay. Let's see what we got this time. Anything else good? Jump boost 2 and speed 2. That is also pretty good. Where can we put this? Ah, right. We'll put it on here because I can't use this mana, well, this band of mana quite yet. So we'll put that back in there. Now let's do all the other ones. Because that was okay, I guess. Oh, an artifact loot bag too. We'll open this one first. Anything good? It's the same as that one. So it's pretty trash. Artifact. Oh, yes. Wow. This is going pretty well. Okay, that's okay, I guess, and that could be better. Right, I don't want to bore you guys just sitting opening all this rubbish. I'll get rid of you, you, because we can get all those pretty easily. I'm getting rid of that and that. I'm just doing it together with you because I said I would, and well, since I've done a lot of exploration, I guess it should be worth it. It's okay. Okay, nah, this isn't the best. Obsidian, things like obsidian and lapis is fine, but all the other things is just nah. It's not what I'm looking for. Ah, that's not good. Ah, oh, screw it. No. Yes, of course I would pick it all back up. Let's get rid of all the junk again. Okay. Right, that was pretty interesting, I guess. Oh, that jump boost is strange. So, next episode, what I plan to do is I want to start work on building a house so that we can store everything. So, in that corner there, we're going to be building a structure, and it'll probably be somewhat inside the mountain, and it'll have things on the outside too. But guys, I'm afraid that is it for this episode. So as always, if you like this episode, please make sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.